Well, boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Nvida GT, and for today what we have here is Snake Pass, one indie game, very nice game indeed, developed by Sumo Digital, and it's using the powerful Unreal Engine 4, which should get us in trouble with this laptop. So I just knew this game because of Digital Foundry video. It seems a very nice indie, very different from the others, with a nice good idea how to make a snake game 3D. So since this game uses Unreal Engine 4, as expected, I am playing the game with the lowest settings possible, with exception on the resolution. So we have a resolution where you can choose the screen resolution, and we have another option called resolution, which you can choose low, medium, high, or very high. The very high will use the native resolution, the high will use 87% of the resolution, the medium will use 71%, and the low will use 50% of your resolution. But since I wanted to tweak a little bit the game, because the low, since it's 50% of resolution, it's pretty much the same thing of being playing at 380p, which is a very low resolution. I tried to tweak the game to find the best settings for the performance of this game and stand above the 30 FPS, and unfortunately it was the 60%. You can configure the 60% in this file. You have saw the path that is required to go there. These three settings over here aren't available on the options on the game, but I tried to mess with them a little. And didn't really affect the performance. Not sure if it is working or anything, but didn't really done anything. So 60% of the native resolution on our laptop is the same thing as playing at 460p. So it's far from 720p, but it's always better than playing at 360p. Don't you agree? So I'm going to play through two levels in this game, the two first levels. The first one is less demanding and the second one is a little bit more, but it doesn't really noticeable. There is a problem with this game. It seems that the game have a double buffer VSync in place or some sort of it, because the game is completely locked to some sort of 30 FPS, 31, 32. But this don't happen on my desktop. My desktop can go to 60 FPS, but in this game only can go to 30s. I tried to go to Nvidia control panel and force the VSync off, or at least force triple buffering on the VSync in order to have an unlocked FPS instead of being stuck at 30s, but unsuccessfully that didn't work. So you might ask, okay, so how this laptop compares to Nintendo Switch regarding graphics? Nintendo Switch, despite being an unwell console, it's performing much better than this laptop, which is a little bit disappointing for our PC. Okay, so for now that's all that I want to talk about, the performance of the Snake Pass. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And with that, if you want to check the results without recording, you can find them on the description of the video or in the end of the video. I have left a link for Steam if you want to grab the game by there, or you can use a link there that I have for Kinguin, which if you buy through Kinguin you will be directly supporting this channel. Okay, so for now, hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So on the first level, I did try the game with the median settings, low settings and low settings with 60% of resolution scaling instead of the low, which stands for 50%. So if we look to the graphs, we can see that the median settings is far away from the 30 FPS, while the low with 60% fares quite well. It's locked to 30 FPS, like I did explain why. The game just seems to use a double buffer VSync, which I can't really disable it, whatever through drivers or through whatever I could use, I couldn't disable, so the game is maximally it's getting to its maximum of 30s to 32. On the second level, the story is a little bit different. So as you can see, again, the median is far away from the 30s, around the 20 FPS. It's not playable, in my opinion. While the low or the 60% low gets pretty much on the 30s, with the 60% low having just a couple of drops from time to time. So it's getting a little bit more demanding. The low setting had a little bit of a big spike over there, but that might be just a random thing that did appear. Might not appear in another run, but I didn't try it out. But it was just something random. So bottom of the line, the 60% low is playable at 30 with small drops from time to time. So looking to these performance consistency tests, we can see that 1% of the frames was lower than 30 FPS, while 9% was for the low with 60% of resolution scaling. This was with all the information gathered from the first level to the second level, okay? So the game with the low settings, with the resolution scaling set to 60%, what we got was a view RAM usage of 800 megabytes. The RAM usage was around 3.7 gigabytes, but I have a ton of stuff on this laptop since it is my laptop for work. And so I believe that 4 gigabytes of RAM should be enough to play up this game. CPU usage was fine between the 20s and the 40%. And GPU usage was a little bit all over the place between the 75% to 99%. This was because of the locked to 30 FPS. Since the game locked the frame to 30 FPS or 21, 22, the GPU usage was hovering all over the place because it wasn't needed sometimes to be giving its maximum to reach that frame rate. So that's all that I want to talk about Snake Pass. If you want to grab this game, you have a link on the description of the video for Steam. But if you want to buy on Kinguin, there is a link there, and if you use that link, you will be supporting the channel directly in order to get more games to benchmark, okay? So that's all, again, that I want to talk about Snake Pass. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Thank you a lot for watching.